If you told me, hey, what's your favorite anime? I'd say Dragon Ball. I'd say Dragon Ball without any shadow of a doubt. And then if you asked, what was your second favorite anime? I'd say One Piece. Third, My Hero. But fourth, Yu-Gi-Oh! But if you asked what my fifth favorite anime was, it would be without a doubt One Punch Man. And for good reason. If you watch One Punch Man season 1, it is so much fun. Like it is a creative concept. There's so much cool animation in it, and I genuinely like the story. Yes, I genuinely am interested in the story. And the same goes for the rest of the series. I find the story very interesting. So far, I haven't finished the series. I've gotten halfway through about what season 3 is adapting. I didn't watch season 3. I've just seen bad clips on Twitter and such. And those clips are so bad. But I honestly think that it's a bit of a disservice because the animation is not good, but I think the story that's being told at the moment is pretty good. So I'm going to start off with One Punch Man Season 1. I think the first few episodes are really fun, and it's mainly due to how the anime handles it. But then I think once it gets to the sea monster arc, that's when it gets really good story-wise. Like the part where the freaking bicycle dude fights against the sea monster at the end of the arc, it is so cool. And then finally seeing the titular character Saitama come out and punch that guy in the face, it is chef's kiss. Like seriously, chef's kiss. And how everyone in the previous episodes like come back, or like at least many characters like Speed of Sound Sonic and that freaking instructor dude. Like the point is that I just really like that arc. Then, however, I was pretty disappointed by the Boros arc, since that is literally like the meme of One Punch Man having no story. That is literally no story. Like it's just a cool animation and a cool fight, and I think it's fine. Then season 2 arrived, and unfortunately, the animation wasn't up to par, but I did like some of the story. I like Garo. He reminds me too much of myself because, of course, I was one of those guys that would root for the bad guys in TV shows and such. Like, I totally get you, Garo, but yeah, I like how it does the things, and I don't think the animation is that bad because, I mean, so there's the big centipede creature, and I think that's a cool visual. I also really like the fight between Garo and all those other heroes. Like that was genuinely an intense fight. But then when you compare it to the manga, there's a clear losing in translation. Like in season 1, the manga is probably worse. I mean, okay, I wouldn't say worse because the manga is some of the most gorgeous art I've ever seen. Like, holy crap, take notes, other manga, cause like the only other freaking series that I think has art on the same level as One Punch Man is freaking My Hero, and My Hero has really good art. Okay, and no, I'm not one of those fans. Okay, and before any of you guys start complaining, I wasn't a fan when the fan base was really bad. So I honestly don't know how bad it gets, and I'm glad being ignorant of that because, my goodness, I don't want to know. But as for One Punch Man, so I think the animation is not the biggest issue in my opinion, but it significantly like improves, in my opinion, One Punch Man, because season 1, like if you compare to the manga and the anime, like the anime is crazy good animation, and just watching some of those fight scenes, even when nothing happens, even like when he's fighting that Carnage Kabuto guy. How do I know his name? I don't know. But like even then, it's all a build up to a joke of just one punch and Saitama worrying about whatever the hell. But the animation is so good. It makes it so much. It adds so much flair and personality to it. And same thing goes with like sound design and sound effects. Season 3, on the other hand, just doesn't have that. Like, in general, I don't care about half the stuff with the heroes. I think half of the heroes in One Punch Man are assholes. And, like, I like Garo and his relationship with the little kid guy. Ew, I like that, you freaks. But, the big brother type relationship, you degenerates, my goodness. I know someone took that the wrong way. Okay, regardless. But, like, I think that was genuinely, like, a good story. And I thought when he fought those other two monsters who were trying to kill him was a good moment. But of course, it gets ruined by the fact that we have a sliding PNG down. And I can't really blame the animators because they're doing the best of what they have. They're not used to this. They're not used to this type of anime. And then the fact that Bandai Namco, for some reason, makes them rush through it. Like, do these people forget what people like about One Punch Man? Like, I've checked the One Punch Man subreddit. Nobody cares about the story. Okay, I'm one of those exceptions of people who actually pay attention to the story. Hey, if there's anyone more people who genuinely like the story of One Punch Man, type in the comments. I'd like to know that I'm not alone. But whenever I go to the One Punch Man subreddit, I see nonstop power scaling and people talking about how good it looks. And I agree, it looks really good. But I enjoy the story, like. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why the rest of the series is kind of boring for me to get into, mainly because I find like half of One Punch Man is good story, half of it is just nothing. And when there's not even good animation to complement it, like there's good art in the manga, but if there's not even good animation, then why would I watch? Why bother? This is like the same thing with One Piece, really. Like, I've already read Dressrosa in the manga. Why would I watch the anime version since the animation sucks? Like, I look at some of the English dubs because I just want to hear how the characters sound in English because, I'm sorry, I don't like subs. I'm just going to put that straight up. Like, I understand why people would like it, and I do prefer listening to things in their original language when it comes to, like, movies and such. But anime, I just prefer, like, having English voices because they add all these fun, goofy voices. But that's besides the point. But then when it comes to Wano, let's say, in One Piece, the animation is much better. So even though I think Wano is a piece of trash arc story-wise, I still would watch Wano in the anime form because I think it's genuinely appealing to watch. Pacing put aside because holy crap, the pacing is bad. Same goes with Egghead. I've read Egghead in the manga, but I'd want to watch it in the anime because the animation is good. I can't say that about arcs with bad animation. Like Whole Cake Island, despite being, in my opinion, the best out of the 3 big post-time skip arcs, I don't have any desire to really watch it all that much on the anime because the anime is just not good animation. And I don't care if there's that there's that 1 minute Snake Man scene. I don't care, okay? But now I think I should talk about how what this means for the rest of One Punch Man. Like, will the rest of the animation be bad? Most likely. I doubt it's going to get much better. And we're a lot of episodes in, and it hasn't gotten better. And the IMDb scores show. I don't like it when IMDb scores are used to describe the quality of things, but this might be a case because the quality in the animation is pretty low. And I can't blame the artists. They are doing the best with the resources they have. Bandai Namco, give them something. That's what I'm saying. Give them some time. Give them some direction. Like something that can help them like make something. Because honestly, One Punch Man has some of the coolest panels ever, and just losing all that in translation is just. I don't know, it does a disservice to the original source material. Like, and it's just kind of really the thing. Like, I already think that a lot of some frames, like, just look better in the manga just by how it's drawn, mainly because, like, more time is put on a single panel rather than, like, a whole moving shot. But in general, like, I think the series will go downhill eventually because part of the reason why it got so popular was because of the animation, I think. But I'm just gonna say this: if the series does get back to good animation, I might watch it if I can, but I might watch it either way. But still, I really like the show. Season 1, I really like the manga, and it's really good. Okay, and I suggest checking out Season 1 for the people who haven't watched One Punch Man. So, goodbye, and God bless. God bless.